This is Jonathan Agoff here for Pro Boxing Fans. We're here in London today ahead of the announcement of Luther Clay against Chris Kongo. With me, Chris Kongo. How you doing?
All good, bro. You alright?
Good, thanks. Talk about the press conference, a few back and forths, nothing too major to talk about, but you and Luther Clay both fired up for this big fight for you both.
100%. I've been looking forward to an opportunity like this. It come, I took it with both hands. Everybody knows me. I take any fight that comes to me, and now I'm just ready to let loose now.
Do you think this is sort of like a new chapter in your career? You haven't been the busiest in the last few years, not always your fault. I know there's been issues outside of that, but it's good to start off in March and get... How many fights are you looking to get under your bank?
About 3-4 fights is good. I want to stay very active. I'm going to stay pretty much in the gym to be active, so everybody knows me. I always stay in the gym, and you'll see it coming on March 28th. It will all be revealed.
How much of a threat is Luther? What do you know about him going into this fight?
Not much. I just watched his last fight. Watched it, knew I could beat him. Don't think he has any power to hurt me. But I know for me to win this fight, I've got to rip the belt off him, and that's what I'll do come March 28th.
I mean, you are in sort of a thriving domestic scene. Just look at the table. You've got Josh Kelly in there, Conor Benn, yourself and others. Great time to be in this welterweight division, isn't it?
100%. I mean, the welterweight division is always one of the best divisions. I believe I'm cream of the crop of the division, and I will show that come fight night.
Can I push you for a prediction?
Of David Avanesyan.
For you and
for me, it don't matter. You can predict anything, but at the end of the day, the main thing I'm going to do is win. It don't matter how I'm going to win. I just know I'm going to win, regardless. To win. That's my aim, just to win, to rip the belt off the champ, 100%.
Do just want to touch on the main event, David Avanesyan and Josh Kelly. It's back on finally. How do you see this fight going? A lot of people are having David as the favourite, but obviously Josh Kelly's got that lot of amateur experience. He's done well in the pros. How do you break this down for me?
Good fight. David being the tough and the brawler of the fight, and Josh Kelly being the boxer. I always believe that the boxer always outsmarts the fighter more time, but David Avanesyan has been at that level, and maybe you never know. You see how it goes. You know?
Just want to talk about something I saw. You're now managed by Dillian Whyte. How did that sort of partnership come about? We've seen what he's done with the likes of Richard Riakporhe. Talk to me about how that first came about.
That was literally a phone call. It was a phone call away. I mean, we've been meaning to get this partnership going on, but certain time things don't happen due to timing, but the time is right now, and like I said, I believe I'm ready and going to shoot up from here.
What sort of advice has he given you early on? Obviously the partnership's just sort of started, but what sort of advice has him and possibly maybe Richard given you?
Stay and keep busy in the gym. You never know when opportunities come like this. So this opportunity come, I took it straight away. Just keep doing what I'm doing, man. That's the main thing.
I mean, Dillian is set to fight Alexander Povetkin, not confirmed, but that is the talk. How would you see that fight going?
It's maximum violence, man. Straight KO. I believe Dillian's got the power to knock Povetkin out, and he will do that come fight night.
And obviously the big rematch next week, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Break that down for me. How do you see that second fight playing out?
We have to break it down and see who's the smarter man and who's the better boxer, because it's all about boxing at the end of the day. It don't matter how big of a puncher you are, and we've all seen that with the first fight, because Tyson Fury was able to get up from the right hand that landed clean. So, like I said, it's all about boxing. I believe Tyson Fury is well more prepared now. He's well more prepared. Obviously, did Wilder said he's going to put on a bit of weight, a bit of size. I think that's going to work to Fury's advantage, and I think Fury wins on points.
Just a couple more before you head off. Who would you say right now is your top pound-for-pound 3 in the world?
That's a tough one. There's some good fighters out there. Obviously, you all know the main man, Lomachenko. Obviously, have to put my manager up in there, Dillian Whyte, and soon to be myself.
Like that answer.
Got to put myself up there, soon to be. So trust me.
And finally, what is your sort of motivation in boxing? Is there sort of a family reason? What sort of motivates you every day?
Just me enjoying the sport. I believe this is still a hobby to me. I train every day. I love it. I'm always smiling. Everybody knows me now. As long as I'm in the gym, I'm a happy man. And just my path of where I've come from, I've had to come up the hard way. Nothing was ever given to me on a plate. I had to work for everything, and I'll continue to work for everything I want to get.
Chris Kongo, great stuff. Thanks for talking to pro boxing fans. Catch up with you ahead of March 28th.
Cheers, thank you.